All right, viewers, now I'm being joined over phone line with a well-known singer Anindita Paul from Mumbai. So, Miss Paul, welcome to Northeast Live. Well, indeed, a very tragic news. Well, the Indian industry, music industry, witnessed one of its biggest loss after KK passed away at the age of 53 in Kolkata. So, your thoughts on this, Miss Paul?
We are still in a shock, and I don't know how to explain this to you. But then, I feel that this is the greatest shock the music industry have received after the demise of Lata ji, I guess. And some things are very unfortunate, and that something like that has happened with KK. I really felt bad for that because he was a victim of, some sort of negligence on the part of the organizer while performing in a show in Kolkata. I came to know about it, right? I mean, 1 hour back, because my husband is a professional musician. He works in the music industry in Bombay, and he knows all the musicians who play for KK. So he had also played with him in Coke Studio Season 1 and also played some of the live shows with him. So the keyboard player Rinku Rajput, he just spoke to Rinku right now, and Rinku told him that, they did a back-to-back show in Kolkata on 30th and 31st, and 30th show went well in Nuzrul Moncha, and then 31st show, the crowd was much more than they expected. The capacity of the hall was around 3,000 to 4,000, but it was more than 5,000. So, he could not take it. He was inhaling too much of carbon dioxide because there were too much crowd, and also to stay away with the crowd, they were putting those fire extinguishers in the hall. So just imagine, the entire hall was so very claustrophobic for him to breathe and to sing, together. He felt very uncomfortable. He was bleeding from his nose after the show. And then suddenly he was taken to the hospital, and that's how it happened. He was such a fit and fine person. He was such a nice soul. He was one of the best souls that I personally met him in Delhi airport once.
Right.
And I have never felt, I'm talking to a star while talking to him. No tantrums, nothing. He was just a plain Jane person and someone who reflected the personality of a true artist. I'm shocked. I'm dumbstruck. I don't have words to tell you.
Right, Ms. Paul. And KK undoubtedly was an integral part of the lives of most of 90s kids.
Yeah, of course. He is the muse. He is part of the nostalgia. KK is our youth. I can just tell you one thing. And not even our youth. Yesterday at 1:30 a.m. at night, my nephew calls me up from Guwahati and tells me that KK is no more. That means that 18-year-old also is a great fan of his. His fan following is not restricted to people of our age group, 80s or 90s kid or the early 2000 kid, but then, to all generations. He epitomizes the Indian rock music, I guess, the Indian rock voice. The voice which is ever youthful, the voice which actually speak of many emotions. People who have gone through, have been in love in their teens or in their 20s or in their whenever, or they have been. He is just he's someone who embodies love overall, universally. Be it a one-sided love, be it a two-sided love, be it love as a whole, everything. So someone like him going too soon, and also at the age of 50, is so much shocking.
Right,
Kalyanda has been associated with him. You must be in. You should call. Kalyan Borua. Kalyanda have been a witness to all his songs. For a very long time, from a very, very long time. He was an eyewitness, just like Rinku, who had explained the entire story to us an hour back. So I think his family is in Kolkata right now. They are flying to Mumbai in the afternoon, maybe, and maybe in the evening his final rites will be performed. And I definitely look forward to go and see him. My husband is still in shock. He's not talking.
So, Ms. Paul, as we already mentioned, that people of all age group here, they loved KK, isn't it? So fans are devastated, and social media, it's flooded with condolences messages. And also, Ms. Paul, it is to be mentioned here that he sang till his last breath.
Of course, he sang till his last breath. He was complaining throughout the show that he was drinking water, after every 10, 15 minutes. He was feeling uncomfortable. He was feeling claustrophobic. He was complaining. He was complaining to the organizers. But a person like him, he is not aggressive. He's someone who is a gentleman in a true sense of the term. He will definitely complain to a certain extent, but beyond that, he won't say anything. We know the kind of person he is. So that's what he fell prey to the entire situation. And the moment he was taken to the hospital, it was too late for him because he had already inhaled so much of, carbon dioxide already. So he's not being able to breathe.
So, Ms. Paul, my last question to you. So, do you think that, any kind of action should be taken against the organizers? Because due to mismanagement, somehow he lost his life today.
Of course, we should, but definitely some sort of action must be taken because if this has happened with KK, it might happen with anyone.
Right.
I mean, he has lost but we have, due to their negligence, we have lost someone of a stature of an artist like KK. In future, we might lose some other stalwart also like that. So where is the organizer's role in organizing such a function?
All right, Anindita Paul, thank you so much for speaking to Northeast Live.